Hi, I'm John Harrison.
I'm Kim Nagy, and this is our book, Dead in Good Company, which is a wonderful book about a cemetery.
Before it became a cemetery, it was known as Sweet Auburn, and it was a place for people to wander and just enjoy nature. And then in 1831, it was decided to try something new to make this a garden cemetery. It would now be a place of life as well as a final resting place. For us, the cemetery part is a small part of it. We almost don't notice it as we're going about our business looking for wildlife.
At the time I met John, I was at a very low point, and we went to the cemetery and I photographed the owls. And photography, like life, is all about focus. So when I focused on the owls, I didn't focus on my problems. We started out with the owls, and it wasn't until several years later that we decided to do the book.
I've been a book distributor for many years, since 1975, so through the years, I got to know many of the local area authors and media people who have written books. And there were a few that weren't really friends, that it was a little more difficult because they didn't really know me, like Alan Dershowitz. I had had one book event with him a year prior, and I reminded him of that and told him about the project. And his only question was, what length do you require? Kim and I felt that the president of the cemetery, the president and CEO, David Barnett, would have to like the book enough to write our foreword. We talked, and I said, well, you're going to write it for us? And he said, John, why wouldn't I? This book is wonderful. There are tours there, famous authors. The first essay in the book by William Martin, the historical novelist, a lot of his essay concerns Edward Booth, John Wilkes Booth's brother. And these are William Martin's words. Stories tell us our truths. Since the first storyteller sat at a campfire, stories have helped us to make sense of all that passes before us and of all that hides in the shadows beyond the firelight. And this ancient cemetery is full of stories. And that's really the essence of Mount Auburn Cemetery.
We have another book coming, a children's book.
Right around the corner, so to speak, from Mount Auburn Cemetery, a great horned owl paired that had two owlets. One of them fell out of the nest early and didn't survive. Then the second one also fell out of the nest, and it landed softly on the ground. And for the next 2 weeks, the drama of this poor little thing slowly moving along the ground, and now it's with its mother and father. And it's the kind of story that we think kids will enjoy. People should be aware, if you're passionate about something, it's never too late. I started this process for this book at age 68.
The first thing is to get it out and to write it, and not think about it, but write it.
You just got to sit down and do it, start doing it.
But as far as the entire book goes, what we hope to do, like the founders of Mount Auburn Cemetery, they hope to transform the idea of death, not as a place of ending and judgment, but as a place of transformation, tranquility, resurgence, and the circle of life.
This is the first book that will be for just the regular people who come in here for their personal, not business or academic reasons.
We hope that people find something for everyone in our book. And we recommend that you get your own book and read all the essays and see the beautiful photos yourself. Thank you so much.